Well, it's a no for Prime. It's been a no for Prime. It's been like 9 days I haven't uploaded a video just because I've been pretty busy. Let's talk about it. Cacao. It has been a very nice week. It's been very lax. I've made plenty of money. I've had plenty of time on my loads, given I had plenty of time on this load, but I'm just out of clock now. So I literally drove my 70 out as much as I could. You know, I'm at the last truck stop before the next truck stop is 221 miles away, which is a little more than my clock will allow me to travel today. How many miles did I get? I don't even know. But let me get on with me saying why I'm saying Prime is not doable. Now, I'll be honest, during my last video where I kind of had it out with my dispatcher, I was actively looking because I'm like, I don't want to deal with this shit. I was looking for something else already. Really, it was more or less just kind of Prime. I got 507 miles today. I got 670 miles yesterday, and I got 625 miles the day before that. So I've been 1,600 miles on this 1,900 mile load, which you always know is like as the bird flies. It's never like address to address. It's either zip code to zip code, as the bird flies, and it's like just bullshit miles. They'll nickel and dime you every fucking which way they can. It doesn't matter. Brokers, anybody, like whoever the hell you're dealing with, they're always trying to fuck the driver out of more money. Even if it adds up when there's loads going across the country all the time, and they're only paying the drivers, you know, zip code to zip code. Like Houston, Texas is a pretty fucking big city, but it could take you 45 minutes to an hour to get from one end to the other with no traffic. So you're still getting paid the same amount, but you drive more miles. You know, it doesn't make any fucking sense. But not to us as drivers, but that's just the way the world works, man. Now fuck that, that sucks. So yeah, I was looking, and I did put an application out for Prime. They finally got back to me like a Friday, of course, right before they left. So like they didn't have to deal with it, which already I never felt welcome at Prime after what happened. It was kind of a last resort, but I knew what kind of money I could make there. I knew, you know, what kind of equipment I'd be driving. And I knew that the process was going to be smooth, and that I was going to have 3 square meals a day while I was waiting because I had no money. You know, these are all things that I'm thinking about. And they would have gotten me out there too, even if it was from Chicago, if I had to turn the truck in again. Well, they got back on me on Monday, and from what I understood, it was saying on my review, like after I left, that I was rehirable. That rehirable, yes. Well, I didn't see the annotation because I don't think it really existed. But when I talked to my recruiter, which you're stuck with the same recruiter that you're with, no matter what. It doesn't matter if you try to get with them 10 years from now, or you talk to them 18 years ago, or however long they've been around. You always have the same recruiter as long as they're still working there. There's no way to request another one or anything like that. So when I talked to my recruiter, she was saying, yeah, it's a no. They said it's a no. I was like, that's funny, because it said yes when I left. It goes, yeah, well, there was an annotation that said after review. And I was like, well, I didn't see that. They didn't put after review on mine. I think that they just saw me as a liability now, especially with my accident. And then of course the problem child that I was when I was there, because I was always pushing buttons and testing shit. So, I mean, it makes sense. That just means I'm not supposed to be there. And that's fine. I mean, I wasn't butthurt or anything like that. I was like, well, it was worth a shot, you know, and then we hung up and that was it. So as far as I know, it's never going to happen at Prime again, which is fine. I don't have to work at Prime. I just knew I was comfortable there as far as like knowing what I could make money-wise. I knew that they had great discounts on their fuel, and if they don't want me to be there as a driver, then that's fine. Somebody else will fucking take me, and somebody else has taken me, and that's MJ Parrott. So no sooner did that happen, the following week was just gravy, man. Like, I had plenty of time on my loads. I got a shitty load from Iowa to Iowa, paying about 800 bucks. And then from, I think it was from Missouri, Jefferson, Missouri, to, I had 3 stops. There were transformers from an electrical manufacturing facility. A stop in Maryland, so Baltimore, then Bethesda, and then I went about 3.5 hours away in Virginia. And I had, if I remember, I'll put the pictures up now. I had to pull into some like Dude, I've never had anybody ever had to search my truck before, but they had to search my fucking truck. Like, they came in here, they were like looking through my trash and shit, and like checking all my cupboards and everything before I came into this facility to drop off one transformer for these people. And the roads were not meant for trucks at all. And I had to back into this fucking, I had to pull forward into this thing and then back out. Like, it was so awkward because my back wheels were literally off the ground because, you know, split berth doesn't have like the different, you know, springs and air shocks and all that shit. So like my back wheels were off the ground as I was backing up, and like I had to have people like move their cars. It was basically housing that was there for the doctors, because it started off as a big hospital, and now they got like daycares there and houses that are actually offices. It's like called NFI out there somewhere in Bethesda, Maryland. NFI, if you're ever delivered there, it's a fucking bitch. You have to get out, give your license, you gotta fill out paperwork, go through a metal detector, take off your shoes and your fucking belt, your hat and shit. It's like going to the airport. So after going through that, man, I was hyped, because I was like, oh my god, this was fucking awesome. Now at 12 o'clock, I got done with that second drop. And I was gonna try to make it to my third one, and it just wasn't gonna work out. So whatever, it's fine. I was able to deliver on Friday, and that was smooth. You know, all three places were very fast. As soon as I pulled up, they were able to unload me. So it went very quickly, it was easy, and it was just very smooth the whole way, except of course, traffic out there. That's the only part that sucks. But without the stress of, you know, I was able to fuel at every stop that I needed to fuel at. You know, everything else worked out other than the traffic. So if that's all I had to complain about, it was a good fucking week. So then I'm in Virginia, and my dispatcher's like, that's cool, man, I'll find you something Friday. I was like, great. So I delivered on Friday morning early. I was there at like 7:30. He's like, dude, you're gonna fucking love this load. $5,800 coming all the way to from Virginia. It was only a 20-mile deadhead to pick up mining truck parts and drive it all the way into Gillette, Wyoming. So I'm in Nebraska right now on 80, literally fixing to cut off onto the 80 alternate route. And I'm still 5 hours away from this place. I only have 3 hours left on my clock, and like I said, the truck stops 250 miles away on an alternate route where I'm not sure that I'll be able to go 75 miles an hour like I've been able to go most of the way. And these back roads like this usually have towns where I have to stop, and I can't promise that I will be there, but by the time my clock runs out, and I'm not about to give myself an HOS violation when I don't need to, because I'm gonna have to take a 34, and I'm not gonna take a 34 at a truck stop that I'm not comfortable with. I know Flying J, I feel comfortable here. There's plenty of spots, you know, and it's fine. I'll be perfectly fine here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna chill here. So I tried to adjust my clock to shave off some on-duty time that I might have overstepped, and I'm 2 hours short on my 70 to get there. So it looks like I'm just gonna have to deliver this on Tuesday. It sucks because on the weekend we can get a hold of the brokers to let them know and update them that we're not gonna make it on Monday. So we're gonna have to call them first thing Monday morning to let them know it's not gonna be there, because they're probably expecting it. And they got the other pieces of this mining equipment on another truck that's probably got the clock to get it there. Well, yeah, I took a 34 this time last week. So I'm not getting time back until Tuesday at midnight anyways. Like Wednesday morning at midnight, I'm getting my time back. So there's no reason for me to not take a 34 and try to drive out these last 5 hours when I only got 3 hours left on my 70, right? Hold on. I'll fill that out later. Let's see, I have 3 hours and 34 minutes of drive time left for today. And then I'll get back. If I drove all that out, I would have, that's it. My cycle has 3 hours and 48 minutes left. So I'm gonna literally get 5 minutes back, or 4 minutes back. Maybe after I finish this break, it'll get that back to me. But, I mean, I'm gonna take a 34. I'm gonna have to take a 34, so. We're looking at a $9,000 gross week, which I haven't seen in a long time. Of course, I'm not a contractor anymore. This would have been a great week, but I will say this truck only has 75-gallon tanks on each side, so it's 150 gallons total for the truck. I'm still hauling the same weight, the same freight. So I'm filling up every fucking day now, and I'm spending like $500 to $600 every time I fill up. Like right now, it's $544 over here. I thought the fuel was less expensive out east than it is here right now in Nebraska at this pilot. It's $544 right now, $538 with our discount, with not including our discount, but since we have an account with them, and we get the cash price and the discount on top of the cash price, which is about 30 cents. So I got a spot that's not reserved right here by the door. That is absolutely adorable. This guy has his son with him, towing trucks. Like, Big Al's got a big old truck on the back of his truck, and he's unloading it, and his kid is out there with him, and he's showing him how to do it, and that's fucking adorable. I miss my family so much. So anyways, that's what's been going on. I know it's been a while. I got busy. I've been driving. When I shut down, I know I wanted to relax. I got a new game I'm playing. It's called Scum. It's like the most in-depth survival game I've ever played in my life. It's like an open world PvP survival game, zombies and shit. And it actually, you actually have to eat according to macros that you would do in real life. Like, you got to get enough B12 and vitamin D in your diet, or you know, you won't increase in strength if you don't eat enough protein. If you don't have enough carbs, you don't have enough energy to run around and fucking carry heavy shit. It's very in depth and really fun. So I'm actually about to get all my shit. Oh, and I didn't mention my fucking fridge broke, so I had to drop $130 fucking dollars. Luckily, I had about 70 in Love's points, but I had to buy this damn thing, this little cooler, until I can go get my fridge replaced, which I would have to go through Chicago to get it replaced. So, yeah, despite that, I'm still having a great week. So, not as stressed out. P-jug's full. Gotta go find a place to empty that, but I'm not really near any grass, so I guess I'll be walking. I don't like dumping my piss on the concrete. Even though people do that shit, I don't like to do that, because I know I walk here and I wouldn't want to walk in my own piss. So why the fuck would I dump it on here? But once I step out of this truck, I guarantee you it's gonna smell like fucking piss. Maybe some poo, and other smells. We're near a bunch of cattle farms out here, so I'm probably gonna smell cow as well. There's a lot of cattle haulers here, and they haven't got the trailer washed. I see shit like coming off the side of the truck. But anyways, remember, just ladies, love you, fucking ready to take care. I'll see y'all another time.